Are you trapped in a sexless marriage, feeling like you tried everything and nothing works? After helping hundreds of men reignite passion in their marriages, I have found that online advice is often contradictory. So in this video, I'm going to cut through all the conflict expert opinions and show you what advice every sexless husband needs to hear so you can bring passion and desire back into your marriage. The first thing you need to understand is that you're getting nowhere because the so-called experts completely contradict each other. On one hand, you have experts saying this.
Fire needs air. Desire needs space. I am most drawn to my partner when she's away, when we are apart.
While other experts say the complete opposite.
So affection and emotional connection are connected rather than there being this dichotomy between if you're close, sex is going to be terrible. And if you're distant and it's novel, sex is going to be great. Just not true.
That's right.
No wonder you are confused. When the experts can't even agree on the basics, how are you supposed to know what actually works? The truth is, both of these approaches miss the most important piece. And that is exactly what happened to Marcus. So I got a call from him at 11 p.m. He's crying on the phone. His wife just told him they feel more like business partners than lovers. They hadn't had sex in 9 years. And he's like, Steffo, I tried everything. Gave her space, tried to be romantic, even did therapy. Nothing is working. And I'm thinking Marcus is doing what every guy does. He's treating his wife like she wants sex the same way he does. He has no clue of how women actually get turned on. So I tell him, forget all that stuff. Just pay attention to what actually makes her soften up versus what makes her shut down. And 4 weeks later, she is initiating sex for the first time in years, and they're unable to take their hands off each other. Why? Because he finally understood that her desire works differently from his. So what is the lesson we can learn here? Well, in a long-term relationship, desire doesn't automatically emerge like it did in the beginning of the honeymoon phase. Therefore, it's necessary to make an effort to consistently create that spark of desire. And to be able to do that in the best possible way, you must understand a key sexual difference between men and women. Most women have a totally different arousal system than men. So let me show you what that actually looks like. Most men have spontaneous desire. We can go from 0 to wanting sex in seconds. You see her undress, get a flashback from sex last week, or just wake up from morning wood and boom, you are ready to go. But most women have responsive desire. She needs time, affection, connection, and the right conditions before desire begins to emerge. Have you ever noticed how she seems uninterested in sex, but after cuddling, a back rub, a deep conversation, she gets turned on? That's responsive desire in action. And you see the gap right here? This is where most marriages die. You're operating on completely different systems. That means you can't just expect her to be ready when you are. We men can go straight to sex, but women need arousing things to happen to them first before they get in the mood. So the question becomes, how do you create those arousing experiences that awaken her responsive desire? The answer isn't what most guys think. The key is to penetrate her energetically, because the foundation of penetration is non-physical. It is about the quality of energy you bring that makes her feel safe to open up. Think about how you move through the world as a man. Do you insert yourself with purpose, or are you being a passive bystander? Energetic penetration is about the quality of your attention, your devotion, and your steady awareness. Whether you're holding her hand or deep inside of her, it doesn't matter. Let her feel your love through her, not just directed at her. The difference might seem small, but it's essential. So let's break it down. When you do it at her, you're saying loving words, give gifts, or touch her the way you prefer without tracking how it actually lands. The focus is on your expression. This actually works against responsive desire because you're focused on yourself. When you do it through her, you stay attuned to her breath, eyes, muscles, and emotions, and you adjust your words, touch, and pacing so her body softens, her breath deepens, and she feels more open and safe. The focus is on her felt experience. This is what activates responsive desire. She needs to feel your presence penetrating her defenses, not just your physical touch. So when you penetrate her with your consciousness and love, she can relax and surrender. And that's exactly what you crave, brother, to feel her soft, feminine energy nurturing your soul. So how do you actually put this into practice starting today? Well, there are 4 pillars that will completely transform how she responds to you. If you master these, you will awaken a wild sexual side of her that you haven't seen in years. Pillar number 1, circulate your sexual energy. Instead of wasting your sexual energy on mental fantasy or ejaculation, learn to circulate it throughout your whole body using your breath. This will transform needy lust into powerful energy that she can feel because her desire responds to your energy, not desperation. Pillar number 2, stay on purpose. Don't let her emotions or complaints derail on your goals, your career, your mission, or your direction in life. When you stay rock solid on your path, she will feel safe enough to surrender, relax, and desire you. Imagine her testing you with a complaint, and instead of getting defensive, you calmly say, I hear you, I got this. Pillar number 3, access your dark masculine. Own your primal aggressive energy in the bedroom, which is your ability to wanting her fiercely but channeled as devotion. Most men suppress or hide this because they feel scared of losing control. But if you can't yield yourself completely in love, you will never experience true freedom with her. She craves your full intensity and presence, not a held back version. So, when you want her, let her see it in your eyes and feel it in your touch without apology, but without demanding anything in return. Pillar number 4, open her closure. When she is angry, testing you, or shut down, penetrate that closure with fearless presence and a sense of humor. Love her through the wildness instead of trying to analyze and fix her mood. She can't feel desire when her walls are up, so you break through them first. For example, let's say she's closed off and resistant. So before you even touch her or speak a word, breathe deep into your own belly. Soften your heart and any tension around here. Relax your jaw. Let your chest widen. Lift your spine up. Eyes tender. Because your body is the message here. Make it a transmission of love, not tension. So loosen all the tension first. This is how you penetrate her closure without saying a word. Turn your desire into devotion and let love penetrate everything you do. And don't wait for things to get worse. Pick one pillar and practice it tonight. Notice how she will respond. But even if you do all of that, there's still one thing most men get wrong. They think understanding responsive desire is enough. The truth is, you can master all 4 pillars, but most men still fail at winning her desire back. And why is that? because they make one critical mistake. So watch this video next where you can learn how to avoid that mistake. If you got all the way to the end of this video, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Blessings.